Nobody comes into this material world taking birth by his own choice. I decided I want to be born as an Indian, and I want to be born on so and so date, on so and so year. I want to be born in so and so family. None of us decide. We don't even decide our gender. We have no choice whether we can be born as a man or as a woman. We have no choice in which country we will be born, in which family we will be born, which year we will be born. We have no choice. Nobody asks us, do you want to be born or not? If you want to be born, then we'll give an option. That even that option is not given to us. We have no option whether to take birth or not to take birth also. Forced to take birth. You have to take birth. Similarly, once having taken birth, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur janma mritasya cha. Once you take birth, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur, your death is certain, 100% certain. You cannot avoid it. And when the time comes for death, you cannot say, hey, no, I am a little busy. Death afterwards, little postponed. Afterwards, I'll call. When I call, you come. Okay. Cannot say. When death comes, you have to go. You may have the latest multi-speciality hospital. You may have the best doctors attending to you. You may be able to buy the latest medicines which are available in the market. You may vaccinate yourself. You may wear all protective equipment. You may do all sanitization. Everything you may do. But the moment death comes, you have to say goodbye to everybody. You have no choice. Nobody asks you. You are not even given the choice. When you want to die, sir, nobody asks you. Where do you want to die? Nobody asks you. How do you want to die? Nobody asks you. Whether you want to die or not, that question though doesn't arise at all. Time for death has to come, you have to go. That's all. So, death and birth are forced upon us in this material world. Therefore, this material world is called Bhava Ambudhi. It is an ocean of birth and death. And this ocean of birth and death, if somebody is trapped, is drowning in the ocean of birth and death. If somebody is drowning in an ocean, how can he be saved? The only way he can be saved is somebody comes in a boat, picks him up and puts him into the boat. That's the only way he can be saved. Otherwise, if I am drowning in the ocean, I am the Olympic gold medal swimmer, so I will swim out of the ocean. Not possible. You may be Olympic medal swimmer in a small swimming pool. Now in the ocean, nobody can be a medal winner. Ocean you cannot cross by yourself. The only way you can cross the ocean is you have to get into a boat. And Brahmaji is saying that boat which can help us to cross the ocean of birth and death is your lotus feet. Bhavambudir Vatsa Padam Param Padam. Your lotus feet, which are the eternal, which are the topmost goal of life, only they can perform the function of a boat by which to cross over this ocean of birth and death. So somebody may say, okay, you are saying that the lotus feet of Krishna is the boat by which we can cross this ocean of birth and death. So now, if I am suppose in the middle of the ocean, I am drowning, a boat comes, picks me up, and the boat takes me to the beach. Then what about the rest of the people who are drowning in the ocean? They are all finished because the boat has gone to the beach, no? Now in the meantime, other people, they have no boat to cross over. What will happen to those poor people? How will you decide the sequence in which the people should be rescued? So for that, Brahmaji is saying, Bhavambudir Vatsapadam. When the great devotees, they get liberated by getting into the boat of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. They leave behind the boat when they cross over the ocean. When they cross the ocean of birth and death, they don't take the boat with them. They leave the boat there only. How is that possible? If I have taken the boat and come to the beach, the boat cannot be there in the ocean, no? So how is it possible? For that Brahmaji is saying, Vatsapadam. The moment we approach the lotus feet of Krishna, what happens? That ocean of birth and death becomes smaller than the puddle in the hoof print of a calf. Vatsa, Vatsa means calf. Vatsa Padam means the hoof of a calf. So the amount of the puddle of water contained in the hoof print of a calf is how much? Do you need a boat to cross it? You can easily jump over it. No need of any boat. So just by approaching the lotus feet of Krishna, the entire Bhavambudhi, the ocean of birth and death, becomes reduced in size to that of a small hoof print of a calf. And so the pure devotees who have approached that lotus feet of the Supreme Lord cross over the ocean of birth and death very easily and leave behind the boat of the lotus feet of Krishna for the others to cross over the ocean of birth and death.